Hi, everybody. I'm Stacy.
And I'm Hannah.
And you might hear Roscoe in the background as Hannah is dog sitting. And he's the cutest little monster you ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Toxus. And
we have the least toxic male on the planet.
That's true. Yep. Guys, he's so cute. What is he? He's half lab and half black lab and
terrier.
Terrier. And guys, he has the cutest little beard and eyebrows like the terrier.
Yep.
And he's got like he's halfway between, for size wise, halfway between a lab and a terrier. And he's just so cute. He looks like a little miniature terrier with a beard. It's fucking awesome.
He's the Gandalf of terriers.
He is, yeah. He's so cute. All right. So what's going on in the world? Bullshit. The States fucking attacked Iran or Iran, however you say it. And, nothing good's going to come of this.
No.
Nothing good is going to come of this. So there's a strait of water over there where all the barrels of oil go out and food goes in. And all Iran has to do is bomb the fuck out of that strait so it can't be used. And pretty much globally, well, North America at the very least, is fucked.
Oh?
Yeah. Our economy will be fucked.
Great.
So that's something to look forward to. Yeah.
No.
Anyway, on to something a little better. Hannah's doing so good in her course.
Yeah.
So good. She just got 94% on something.
Yeah, I was mad that I missed those 3 points though because I second guessed myself.
Yeah. Yeah, never second guess yourself, chick.
I second guessed myself.
You have that women's intuition for a reason, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man?
I know.
Okay. So, we're doing Reddit today, yes?
Yeah,
and it's a
me.
Hannah Reddit.
Yes.
And what are we doing? I'm so excited.
It's Am I the Asshole?
But what's the thingy?
And the theme
okay. Sorry.
is mother-in-law.
Oh, toxic mother-in-laws are my favorite.
Mm-hmm. There is no specific like wedding or this or that. It's just mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Is the theme.
Oh, you don't need anything else when you have bad mother-in-laws.
Well, no, but you could theme it based on kids, weddings.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they fuck up everything. If you got a bad toxic one, they'll fuck up your whole life.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. All right. Pitter patter, let's get at her.
Do I start with the oldest or the newest?
What do you guys think?
I thought I had 5.
Oldest? Okay. They say oldest, so we're going to go with oldest.
All right. Okay. So this one is 2 years ago by Frankie Licks J Flow. I don't know what that means, but it sounds seductive. And it says, the title is, Am I the Asshole for Not Accepting Mother-in-Law into Our Lives After She Ignored Our First 2 kids, his stepkids?
Oh.
And now that we have 2 more, his bio kids, she wants to be included.
Oh, that's not cool.
Okay. So mother-in-law ignores his stepkids, but now that they have bio kids, now she wants to be around.
Yeah. That's awful.
My husband and I have been together for 20 years. When we met, I was going through a separation/divorce. We met at work, and he was a coworker for almost a whole year before I started talking to him romantically. Our relationship moved fast due to the fact that he was getting out of a relationship as well, and really had no place to live. He was from Boston, and we're in Texas. I agreed to let him move in. I had 2 babies from my previous marriage. My son was 3 years old, and my daughter was 3 months at the time. Our relationship bloomed, and he accepted my kids as his own. We were married 4 years later. My kid's father was never in the picture and did not have a relationship with them. They grew up knowing only him as their dad.
Oh.
From my mother-in-law from the start did not like our relationship, and every phone call was trying to bribe him into breaking up with me and trying to convince him he didn't need to raise my kids. We had a lot of ups and downs due to her input and negativity.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I insert that a woman like this, or a man who does this, is called a cunt. Now say it with me. Cunt.
See you next Tuesday.
Yes. It's not a good word, but there are people in the world that deserve to be called cunts. This being one of them.
Mm-hmm. Throughout the years, she blamed me for our infertility issues. We were trying to have just one more to complete the family. She would try to convince him I was hiding being on birth control. Also, during this time, my kids wanted a grandmother. They would send her drawings and cards, but never received any kind of love from her. Never any birthday or Christmas cards or phone calls. You know, any normal grandma love. They just accepted that she didn't want to be their grandma. One time she was planning on visiting, but wanted to be sure that she didn't have to spend any time with us, meaning me and the kids.
What the fuck?
My husband, of course, didn't want her to visit after that conversation.
No doubt. He's a good man.
One time we dealt with her calling my husband to let him know she started talking to one of his ex-girlfriends and was talking to her on a daily basis, trying to get him to leave me. In her own weird way. That was the last time he talked to her. We just couldn't keep her negativity in our lives.
Oh, he went no contact.
We'll skip to 2019, and guess what? After being together for 14 years, at this point, we got pregnant. No, we did not get pregnant. You fucking got pregnant, you twat.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, though. That's awesome.
Was so out of the blue, we stopped trying a long time ago. It just happened. Then happened again in 2021. So we are in our 40s with 2 toddlers. Couldn't be more blessed.
Nice.
My 2 oldest are in college at this point in life.
Holy shit,
We're just living the dream we've always wanted. Well, now mother-in-law is starting to call and wants to be involved.
Of course.
I don't know how I feel about this. I don't have any good feelings. My oldest daughter and 4-year-old have birthdays only 2 weeks apart, and she only sends and calls for only her grandkids and still ignores the older 2.
Ugh.
They've been together 20 fucking years, like honestly. They're adults now, so they act like it doesn't affect them, but as a mother, I know it does.
Mm-hmm.
She ignored their high school graduations, but sent money for the babies. Just little stuff like this.
How could it not affect them?
I know. It sounds petty, but I feel like if she can't accept our family and everyone in our family, then I have no obligation to talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
I let my husband do all the communication, but just wondering, am I the asshole for acting this way? Should I start communicating with her?
No. No. And your husband should stop communicating with her again.
Yeah.
Block your fucking numbers. If you can, move somewhere. Never tell her the address.
Yeah, that's rude. That is rude.
I'd like to know, is her mom dead then? Because it said that the kids wanted a grandma.
I don't know.
So her mom might be...
I mean, maybe we'll find out in this update.
Might be passed or... Ooh. You caught me off guard there.
I did. Update number 1.
Oh.
Thanks for all the replies and great advice. To answer a few questions, how did mother-in-law find out about the pregnancies? My husband contacted her to tell her the great news. We were no contact with her for about 8 years prior to the news. He made the decision to cut her out of our lives after she pulled the ex-girlfriend situation. At first, he just told me he wanted nothing to do with her. Then a few weeks later told me what happened. So I'm extremely lucky that I have a husband that stands up for his family, even against his own mother.
Yes.
I never forced the no contact, even after all the hell she put us through. But now my husband maybe thought she would have changed after all these years, and is giving her a chance.
Narcissists
She lives in
rarely
Boston.
change.
We live in Texas. She has not met the younger 2. Well, she has never met the older 2 as well. Everything for now is over the phone, and she sends stuff in the mail. I will maybe talk to him and tell him I still don't feel like she's a good influence because she's still acting like the 2 older kids don't exist.
Yeah.
So in a way, we already gave her a chance and she failed miserably again.
She blew it.
I have not personally talked to her after he made contact with her, and she has never apologized for any of her behavior in the past. He has never asked me to speak with her, as he knows how I feel about her. I think my husband needs to make the decision on how he handles this, and I think the way it's just him communicating, he thinks it's fine at the moment, but we really need to talk about how this will impact the whole family down the line.
Mm-hmm.
And
those kids aren't going to be toddlers forever.
Yeah. And if we should let this relationship grow between her and the grandkids, which I think I will just let him read this post. Thanks, Reddit. I want to thank everyone for different perspectives, especially coming from the stepkid's point of view.
So, in my humble opine, if they let her stay in these little kids' lives, it's going to go one of two ways. These kids are going to react like the mother and be like, what the fuck? It's my brother and sister. What are you doing? If you don't want to have anything to do with them, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Or that grandmother will sort of pull those 4 kids apart.
And put a divide in between them.
Yeah.
It's possible. Update number 2.
Oh boy.
To clarify a few things, people are wondering why I was single with 2 babies. I got out of a domestic violence situation.
Oh, good
During
for
my
you.
whole pregnancy with my 3-month-old, I was in no contact with the ex-husband. In fact, my current husband was my coworker during the pregnancy. And even though we weren't together, we worked together and got to know each other. His relationship ended because he found out his partner just wanted to get married right away to gain citizenship, and he felt used. I'll admit, our relationship didn't have a normal start, and I came with baggage.
That's not baggage. You didn't come with baggage.
I can see why the mother-in-law was not accepting of us.
You came with bonuses.
Some say I was too quick to move him in, but at that point we knew each other for about a year. I just had a feeling about him being my soulmate. Sometimes you just know, and here we are, 20 years later, still going strong. But as the time went on, her behavior became more and more toxic towards our family. I can see how some people are saying she didn't have to accept my kids, but she could have just treated us a little better.
Yeah, no doubt.
Stoked King says, not the asshole. For me, the fact that she's actively tried to split you and your husband up is more than enough to say no to her being involved. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Mm-hmm.
She has shown that fundamentally she disapproves of you. Now you are useful as a link to bio grandkids she wants. Fuck that and fuck her.
What a piece of fucking work. Now I'm no fucking psychologist, psychiatrist, what have you, but that is narcissism at its fucking finest.
Right?
To me. I grew up with narcissists and I dated a couple of them, so I think I can recognize a few of the signs, and that is just disgusting. So basically, the woman, the wife in this situation, is nothing but a breeder to this fucking mother-in-law. That's it.
And she's an incubator.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ugh. Definitely not the asshole.
Judgy Random Webizin says, what the fuck is up with the husband too? It reeks of, look ma, I have legit blood children.
Mm-hmm.
How is he getting zero flack for bringing her toxic ass back into their lives?
Exactly.
Not the asshole.
Definitely. He's gonna have to, if he really wants her to fucking shape up, he's gonna have to get on the phone with her and be very, very hard.
Strict?
With her. Maybe not curse at her and shit like I would, but yeah, he's really gonna have to lay down the law and be like, if you can't accept the other two, then you can't accept these ones. So, bye!
Patchen says, not the asshole. Learn how to write this. Return to sender. If it comes in the mail, return to sender. Stop accepting her gifts for the little ones and not the older ones. If you want to be able to say that you are treating your kids fairly, then everything she sends needs to be returned.
Fucking A. Yep.
McMurnell says exactly right. That's what I said. She needs to send this stuff back yesterday. Also, this woman has never apologized or shown remorse. She's cruel. Martin is murder. Martinis in murder.
Oh, that's my kind of evening.
Right? Yep. Blocker. Anything sent, return to sender. Your family is a package deal. She will try to poison the 2 youngest against OP and their older siblings.
Yep.
She's actively tried to break up OP and her husband too. I know cutting contact with a parent is hard, but this lady is horrible. OP was generous and gave her a partner a place to live when he needed one before anything else developed.
Yep. Yep. And to the people who said that you moved him in too fast, you guys are still together after 20 years. How's that fucking crow you're eating? Fuck off.
This one's from Deleted, says, not the asshole. I would send her a stock picture of a baby from Google and tell her to stick this on your door. This is as far as you're going to get close to them.
Okay, so if this is a black family, send them a picture of a white kid. And vice versa.
Don't forget to make sure the watermark is visible on it.
Yeah. That's awesome. Or send them create. You could do anything on fucking AI now. Create the ugliest fucking baby anyone's ever seen and send it to her.
Right?
Oh boy, that's funny.
Yeah,
What a fucking monster.
What a bastard.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
God.
I figured you might like that one.
She's disgusting.
Okay. Oof. So the next one is from a year ago. It's from Am I the Asshole by Weary Medium 1413. Am I the asshole for telling my mother-in-law it's not my fault she married a deadbeat and to figure it out?
That's funny. For telling mother-in-law she married a deadbeat. Mm-hmm. All right.
Come here, Snuggle Munchkin.
Snuggle Munchkin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. Are we cozy?
I wonder what attracted her to this man. Anyway.
So I'm 25 and my husband is 28. We just had our first baby 4 days ago.
Congratulations.
I've just been released from the hospital yesterday. Oh wow, you got 4 days? I was kicked out 12 hours later.
I was in for 2 days.
My mother-in-law is bombarding my husband with calls because she's old and sick and wants him to take care of her. My husband took 2 weeks off work to stay home with me and the baby to care for me after the C-section and bond with our daughter. Mother-in-law took that as him being free and available and refuses to acknowledge that he's not on vacation. It hasn't been easy. There were complications. I lost a lot of blood. I'm in a lot of pain to the point where I can't even stand up on my own. Our baby is very fussy and crying a lot. We're not really sleeping because she literally cries every hour.
Zicolique, huh?
Possibly. The first time mother-in-law called was literally 3 minutes after I gave birth and wanted him to go to her because she wasn't feeling well.
Oh, this woman is so jealous.
She kept calling every hour when I was still in the hospital. My husband staying with me the entire time because, like I said, I lost a lot of blood and wasn't feeling well. He put his phone on Do Not Disturb and didn't turn it on until I was discharged.
Good.
We are still in the hospital parking lot when she called. He answered and he explained the situation. She lost her absolute mind and he ended the call. She hasn't stopped calling him and he blocked her number last night after 4 a.m. after 73 calls.
Oh my God. Holy 73 calls.
73 calls.
That's crazy. Oh, Jesus.
She started calling me this morning, and I tried to be polite, but after 15 calls between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m., where she called me names, yelled at me, insulted me, and I snapped and told her to leave us alone because we have a newborn at home. She said she doesn't understand why he can't go to her because her husband never took care of her after she gave birth and wasn't really involved with the kids until they were 3 or 4 years old.
Okay, so your husband was a dick.
And I told her it's not my fault. She married and had kids with a deadbeat and to leave us alone and figure out her own shit like an adult.
Ooh, that's a mic drop moment. Oh.
Right?
That's awful.
My husband is on my side, but we're obviously biased considering the amount of stress we're under at the moment. So I'm asking because I don't know if it's just stress and hormones and we're actually the problem.
No.
Or is she just out of her mind and to expect my husband to leave me alone at home in this condition?
No, she's out of her mind.
I think so too.
And she's very jealous.
I think so too.
Yeah. She's one of those enmeshed mothers who, you'll never love my son as much as I do. You know, one of those fucking crazy bitches. Yeah,
they
so
want to
gross.
crawl into bed and snuggle each other at night and live as grown men.
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah. I'm posting here because I need unbiased opinions. I feel like an ass for what I said, and even if it's deserved, I shouldn't have worded my frustration better.
Should have.
Yeah, she clearly can't write.
No, I think you did good. She was being nothing but awful to you, so, you know, you get what you give, man.
Update.
Ooh, update. Yes. Is she dead?
She's officially blocked on all channels. My husband sent her a long, detailed email.
You must have heard that.
To go no contact. And the reason behind it. She was also told that if she continues to try to contact us in any way, we will be going to the police for harassment and looking into getting a restraining order against her.
Good.
She responded
Lay down.
that it wasn't fair and said, "Is that bitch making you do this?" So yeah, she's banned from our lives indefinitely. My dad and father-in-law will be coming to stay with us for 1 week each, just in case she decides to show up to our home.
Wow. Fuck.
Me and baby are doing well. I'm writing this while breastfeeding. She eats like a champ.
Good.
Hubby is sleeping right now. He was up all night with the baby so I could sleep because I was barely keeping my eyes open.
Aw.
Thank you for the wishes. I'll update if anything else happens, but I'm really hoping this is it.
Jesus. That's this enmeshment shit, man. It's crazy. It's gotten so crazy. I had never heard of that before until social media. Like recently, like within the year, I had never heard of that before. And it's just everywhere now. And it must have been going on like forever. Like it doesn't just appear, but I guess people didn't talk about it.
Maybe not.
Ugh. But back in the day, you just had to put up with everything, you know.
Yeah,
So,
just deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the dog.
Yeah. Sure it was.
Update number 2.
Oh, fuck me.
A lot has happened.
Okay.
2 days after we completely went no contact, she started spamming father-in-law with calls. We filed a police report and also filed a restraining order. The police at first gave her a warning, and we were given a restraining order, but mother-in-law violated it by getting a new phone number to continue to harass my husband. She was arrested for 48 hours for violating the restraining order.
Okay, go ahead.
She did it again. We called the police again. And she's been arrested again for 30 days.
Yes.
We've gotten new phone numbers and we're looking into moving away.
Oh, that's what I said.
My baby girl is thriving, and thanks to some advice I got here, we were able to find out why she was crying so much, and now she's barely crying at all. It's such a big improvement. She sleeps better and actually rests, so she's overall better.
Nice. Maybe it was the stress in the air that was making the baby all...
They can feel tension.
Oh, yeah, for
Animals
sure.
can feel tension.
Yeah, fucking A. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's vibes.
And now it's all, grandma's fucking in the joint.
Grandma's
and baby's
in jail.
cool now. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Grandma's in jail.
Oh my.
Yep.
How crazy.
It's not like the one that tried to poison her baby.
Oh, yeah.
Her baby with a peanut butter banana cookie.
Yeah. My kid's allergic to peanut butter and banana. Here, have both. Like,
Together.
what?
At the same time.
What you talk about, Willis?
Let's pretend. Allergies
Jesus.
aren't real.
No, of course not. Jesus, people have never died from an allergy.
No, never.
That's funny.
Hmm?
Not the dying of an allergy. That's not funny. Okay. We have any comments?
Not the asshole. Your mother-in-law is behaving entitled, and congratulations on the baby. That's from Difficult Signal 4867.
How'd you get it across? He or she?
Goblin King 79 says entitled and insane.
Mm-hmm.
Block her. Don't unblock until you can walk. If she still acts like a crazy person, block her again. Rinse and repeat until she learns to not act insane.
Yeah.
Deleted says, I agree with the insane part too. She's just losing her mind.
Yep.
And kudos to DH. What does DH stand for?
DH? Dad or something? I don't know. I don't know what DH
kudos
is.
to DH for standing up to her and protecting you.
Look up DH. You don't have to. I'm kidding. But, yeah. Yeah, definitely not the asshole. Definitely not the asshole. That woman was gonna go to fucking any lengths she could to get that fucking boy. Her boy.
Seat equal says unblock her when the baby goes to college.
Not even then. Fuck. Yeah, but that's what I said. They have to get new phone numbers and move and, yep, get the fuck out of Dodge.
Well, she's in jail for 30 days, so you have time.
Yeah, certainly. Look at those big eyes. You're so handsome. Sorry, guys. It's really hard not to get distracted by this boy.
Oh my God, I know.
He's so cute. Okay, numero trois.
Number 3. This one is a throwaway account, I guess, because the family knows about this person's other accounts.
Right, okay.
It's by SwimmingNet 1799, 1 year ago.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for telling my mother-in-law she lost her privileges to be at any further of my children's births?
Okay.
My wife, 24 female, and I, 27 male, have been together for about 3 years now, and we have one child together, 5 months old.
Oh, no
Further
baby.
important context, I'm an experienced paramedic.
Okay.
My mother-in-law and I have always seemed to have a strained relationship, mostly due to political and religious views.
Of
But
course.
I've always attempted to keep it cordial because my wife is very close with her mother. Like, call her most days, sometimes multiple times. Due to this, regardless of how much she frustrates me because of her relentless need to push her beliefs on me, I keep the peace the best I can. Prior to my son's birth, I was never entirely sure why she disliked me. The only real confirmation I had was that I strongly pushed for my wife to pursue her independence in her senior year of college, get her driver's license, own her own car, and get whatever job she wanted. And prior to that, she heavily depended on her mother's support. My wife and I then mutually decided to pack up and move across the country to a more outdoorsy and opportunity-rich state.
Okay.
To my mother-in-law, I essentially stole her daughter away to a dirty liberal state.
California. Okay, or Oregon.
Took an opportunity for her to have a close relationship with her, according to the text she sent my wife. Anyway, fast forward a bit, and we're figuring out birth plans with my wife. The original boundary I set was her mom could stay with us for 2 weeks following the birth to assist around the house. Since we moved, our support system obviously was drastically less, and the help would be useful. Unfortunately, my wife's pregnancy was incredibly difficult to plan. So her mom ended up showing up about 2 weeks early before the birth.
Oh, yuck.
It was mostly fine, other than it literally right during the election, and her mom would absolutely not stop talking about it until we got to the delivery day. Incident number 1. My wife was in labor, but no water broken. I decided it was a good time to catch a nap, as I'd been awake for about 28 hours prior at this point.
Yeah.
My wife had gotten an epidural and was comfortable. All was well. I asked my mother-in-law to keep an eye on things, and I dozed off. Shortly after falling asleep, I hear the sound of a blood pressure alarm going off. Before I even fully understand what I'm doing, I'm on my feet and out the door yelling for a nurse. They brought in medication, and my wife did much better after that. But she required adjustments to her medication to make it so her BP wouldn't tank again. My mother-in-law was furious that I reacted how I did, that I apparently gave her an opportunity to take care of her daughter and then ripped it away. Whatever.
Fuck you.
We moved on eventually.
Oh my God. This woman. Okay.
That's what nurses are for. That's what hospital staff is for. And this.
But she wanted to be able to go call the nurse, you see.
Oh my God.
I'm such a good mommy because I called the nurse to help my baby girl in labor. Fuck you. Die in a fire.
Incident number 2. The time had come for my wife to be induced, and she's actively pushing. What? You usually are induced and then you wait a while and then you push. Yeah. Whatever. I am right next to her, holding her leg back and holding her hand, trying to be as supportive as I could. My mother-in-law is standing behind the bed, supporting her neck.
Okay.
I wish I had one of those. I pulled a muscle in my neck, pushing, and I couldn't turn my head for like 2 weeks after. During one of the breaks between pushing sessions, my mother-in-law steps back and I slide my hand behind my wife's neck to support her head until my mother-in-law is back to take her position again.
Oh boy.
For whatever reason, my mother-in-law does not retake her position and instead steps back and sits on the couch where she remains until the baby is finally born.
Oh no.
I wasn't paying attention to her at this time, but she was apparently crying. I originally chalked it up to my only daughter is having a baby, and this is emotional for me, no big deal. Until she was crying an hour later through the entire golden hour.
What?
Then for another hour after that, to the point where the nurse asked if she was okay. I'm not talking about quiet sniffles here. I'm talking about snot-nosed sobbing.
Of course, she wanted someone to fucking notice her.
Obnoxious crying. Come to find out later, her words, not mine, I had stolen her moment during the birth.
Of course.
What the fuck? Every time I look back on the first 2 hours with my son, her tantrum taints the memory. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, no doubt. Jesus.
Incident number 3. Do you have any thoughts so far?
Yeah, this woman was mad that she lost control of her daughter, with her daughter gaining her independence, and good for this dude wanting his woman
to have independence?
His girl to have independence in the first place, because men like that are few and far between. Yep. This mother-in-law she wants to be noticed. Oh, look, poor me, poor me, poor me. It would have been quite easy for her to step forward again and hold her daughter's neck.
Yeah. He was just doing it while she was stepping away.
Yep.
Taking turns. No big deal. Doesn't need to be a thing.
Just trying to help his wife. But it's all about her. Yep.
Okay. Incident number 3.
Holy fuck. Okay.
Yeah. Welcome to my life of writing. When we finally get home, she spends the first 2 days being helpful. No real issues. Then she starts to attack my wife because the baby is having latching issues. Mind you, she never breastfed her kids.
Then you don't know fuck all about fuck all, bitch.
My son never latched correctly either, but then I didn't have any milk anyway, so it was a whole situation. Shituation, perhaps. My wife is struggling from her postpartum issues as well as the latching issues, and her mom never missed a moment to tell her all the things she's doing wrong. She also would get upset anytime we put the baby down for a nap because she's missing time she won't have with him because we live too far away.
The baby's gotta sleep!
Yeah. They need to sleep. At one point,
they're like cats when they're first born.
Right?
Like,
at one point, my wife and mother-in-law were in the nursery and they were having trouble setting up our Owlet monitor, which is a pulse oximeter at its basic level, something I have a metric ton of experience with.
Right on, good for you.
I don't know what that is.
Neither do I.
I walk in and say something along the lines of, "Oh, can I help with that?" And my mother-in-law looks me up and down and snaps, "Oh, because you know so much about this." My wife snapped at her that I quite literally use them daily, and my mother-in-law stormed out.
Of course, because she wasn't the center of attention.
Anyway, that's just a taste of the essentially daily and nightly torment we went through for a month with her mother-in-law.
I wouldn't. Nope. Get out. Go home.
During the first kid.
Get the fuck out.
We haven't told her this yet, but we have a plan on having incredibly strict guidelines for the next 2 kids we plan on having.
Yeah, like you're not allowed here.
She's only allowed to visit for the first 3 days following the birth.
Beautiful.
She cannot stay at our house, and any sideways comments or woe is me moments will result in her being kicked out.
Fucking right.
My parents took a back seat to mother-in-law during the first birth, even though mother-in-law has 2 other grandchildren, and this was my parents' first. So I plan on asking my own mother to stay with us for the first adjustment period instead.
Perfect.
Does this seem harsh?
Nope.
Or is there a better way to go about this?
There is. Get her out of your fucking lives. You know what I would do? She has 2 other grandchildren. I don't know what happened. Grandchildren. Ask their parents what she was like during those children's births. I'd like to know.
Oh, no, I never even thought of that. Not sure the other 2 grandkids?
I wonder. If it's a girl, was she the same? If it's a boy, was she completely different? That's interesting.
I don't know.
This woman is a fucking case study on her own. Like, wow.
Crying for 3 hours?
Yeah. Because you didn't get to hold someone's neck? Fuck off. Jesus. I hate people like this. Is there any more updates?
No, not for this one.
Any good commenters?
Midwest musician says, let me jump to the end here and save you time and hassle. Hard, firm boundaries and gray rocking. You've got the benefit of distance, which is good. Personally, I'd have tossed her out on her ass a long time ago. But it was an intense time, and people like her love to grab the reins when everyone's preoccupied elsewhere. And at your age, I wasn't as attuned to it. I mean, really, consider her behavior. Her daughter, presumably a piece of her own heart, living outside her chest, was attempting one of the most stressful, painful, emotional experiences of her entire life. Your wife's life, mind, and body will forever be demarcated?
Cool word.
By this experience?
Must mean like different? Changed?
What was her mother thinking about? Where was her consideration? Who needed tending to? Not your wife. Her daughter. Kind of fucked up, isn't it? You're a dad now. Imagine yourself plopping down to weep as your new child becomes a parent and makes you a grandparent. I wouldn't let her set eyes on my kid ever again unless it was through a plate glass, not the asshole.
Bars for me.
Right.
Her being the one inside them. I'm desperate to be a grandma. But I would never act like this. Like, you don't want me at the birth? That's cool. Tell me when I can come see the baby. You want 2 weeks alone just to get, can you send me a picture maybe? That's the parents. I'm gonna follow your rules. Like, fuck, man.
Unless
I don't
they're at
understand
grandma's house.
this.
And then it's a free-for-all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've already told my kids that. You bring your kids over and leave them with me, they're going home on such a fucking sugar rush.
Yep. They will be little fucking
so many noisy
bastards.
toys.
They will be fucked up little monsters by the time they come home.
I've figured out, now that I've gotten older and I want to be a grandma myself, grandparents buy the noisiest toys because they want to get back at us.
Yes. 100%.
That's what it is.
And my son has said he doesn't want to be a dad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's cool. I don't want grandkids.
Yeah. He may change his mind later on.
I don't think he will, but even if he does, I'll support whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
I'll be there.
I don't want grandkids because I don't want to be the sucker that has to do all the work to look after them. I already fucking looked after you, son bitch. You look after your own kid.
Yeah. Yeah. I would do it again if I had to, but because that baby didn't ask to be here, so.
I already put in my work. Working hard. I got a second baby.
I would do it just
because. I got a second baby right here, and he's enough.
Because I love babies. I love kids. I love animals.
Organic Willow 2835 says this. OP, your poor wife must have felt so horrible based on her mom's behavior and treatment of her. Your job as the spouse is to support whatever your wife wants, and my guess is your wife's mom made your wife's life far harder during the months she was visiting.
Yeah.
Talk to your wife. Encourage your wife to get into therapy to help her work through her enmeshment issues with her mom and help her learn to set boundaries so she can have a healthy relationship. But also, she can be the healthiest mom as she can be to your child. For you, My strong suggestion for you both, you and your wife, is that from here on out, you guys visit mother-in-law and don't invite her to visit.
Exactly. And stay in a hotel while you're there.
When she visits for 5 days only, next time she comes for a visit is around the time baby number 2 or 3 are born. Your mother-in-law is now grandma on duty to the other children. She is not at the birth. That is for you and your wife. She is on grandma duty.
Yep.
Make it her job to entertain the kids and work on her bond with them.
Yep.
We found that really worked well for my mom. Also remember, birth is not a spectator sport. Remind your wife she does not owe anyone the right to be in the delivery room.
Exactly.
Her mom robbed her of what should have been a special moment by making all about her own selfish self. You don't get that moment back, which is why counseling is now important, because this type of behavior is likely so normalized for your wife.
Yeah, she was brought up this way, so she doesn't know any better.
Yep. Desperate Lobster 69 says, not the asshole.
Cool handle.
Stop letting this horrible woman hijack your family's happy moments and taint your otherwise wonderful memories.
You said taint.
She's an emotional terrorist. Do not negotiate with terrorists.
Nope.
I myself refuse to, and my life is so much more peaceful now.
Yep.
Miss Wunderlich says emotional terrorist. Perfect.
Yep. It's true. Yeah. They have to go, I agree with the counseling, all that for them, for the daughter/mother. But she also has to go pretty low contact with that mom for a while she's in therapy, because it's going to be fighting against, you know. Yeah, she has to unlearn so many behaviors before she can be healthy with her mother. So, yeah, I would go low or no contact for a while.
Emma 630 says, I was coming here to say she's an emotional vampire, a monster sucking blood, life and joy out of every moment, only caring about satiating her bottomless need to be the center of the universe.
Yep.
Emotional terrorist is definitely going into my Rolodex to describe the narcs in my life.
Yeah,
It's so
no doubt.
beautifully accurate. This narcissistic woman is a bottomless pit of need. She will never ever be happy. She will never ever care about anyone but herself. And in her pursuit of obtaining her perpetually out of reach happiness, she has zero empathy and is a deeply broken woman who thrives on creating drama where none should exist. To get the dopamine hit, she relishes when all eyes are on her.
Wow, well put. I would read a book by this person.
Right?
That was lovely. A momster. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. I like that a lot.
A lot of good comments on that guy. Was that only number 2?
That was number 3.
Number 3. And we're going.
Why was number 6 so scared? Because 7, 8, 9.
I look visibly annoyed.
You did. That's why I like it so much.
Okay. Onward and upward after that shitty ass dad joke.
I love dad jokes. Love them.
So this one is the newest from 7 months ago. It's by Quiet Forest Dweller. The title is, Am I the Asshole? My mother-in-law thinks she's being treated unfairly in regard to the birth experience.
Treated unfairly? You don't... No.
First time mom here, 40 weeks and a day currently. Need help navigating if I'm actually being unfair to my mother-in-law. So this baby hasn't even come out yet.
She ready to pop though.
Yeah.
Fuck.
To start from the beginning, I got pregnant halfway through nursing school and almost failed out because of how miserable my first trimester was.
Aw.
However, I didn't fail and I graduated and got my license. Huge personal victory.
Congratulations.
Yay! My mom is medically retired and was able to spend a lot of time with me.
Sorry. I didn't think you were going to say retired. Medically
retarded? No, it says retired.
Okay.
and was able to spend a lot of time with me and helping us with chores around the house, like cooking and cleaning while I was struggling, and my husband kept working night shift to provide for us. My mom actually came a lot while I was in school, just to help me keep up the house, even before I was pregnant. Fast forward to the end of the second trimester. Yeah, I don't understand.
To keep up the house? Like, did you ask her to come over, or was she just coming over because she didn't think you could
handle it?
Keep a house well enough?
Maybe. I don't know. I go to work.
I'd like to know where that's going.
And I mother a kid, and I do college.
I did all that too.
Like, and I sleep, and nobody helps me with it.
Yeah.
I don't
know.
We'll see. Fast forward to the end of my second trimester, my husband and I discuss what our plan is for delivery so we can make sure we're on the same page. We agree to no one at the hospital at all while I'm in labor, and that we'll call and let people know the next day when we are ready to have visitors, and we don't want anyone at our house the first week or two after getting home. I tell my family, and they're agreeable, even though my mom had the whole family in the waiting room when I was born. They were all allowed back right after. It took a conversation or two with my mom to get her to understand what I want, but ultimately she wants me safe and healthy and is now fine with whatever I ask of her. When my husband and I tell his mother our plan, she immediately shuts down and is visibly distraught by us telling her our plan and my husband having my back. She doesn't understand why we want what we want when she wasn't even the person to see or hold her own son, my husband, because her father was. But she drops it for a couple of weeks and doesn't push the subject.
Wait, her father was in the delivery room with her?
And held.
That's weird.
Her husband for the first time.
I wouldn't, no.
Nope.
My dad did never bring it up, and I never would have been like, hey dad, wanna come see me fucking push out a watermelon?
No, that's gross.
That's gross,
weird.
Dude. Ew.
That is gross and weird. Fast forward to today. I'm 40 weeks in a day, and we have an induction scheduled for Saturday morning at 8 a.m. My husband comes home from a workout before work and asks if we can speak in private. Apparently his mother and grandmother called him crying because they feel like they aren't being treated fairly and are being left out of the experience.
You had your experiences. This is... Oh, I'm getting heated. Getting heated.
Everyone's being left out, except for the two having the baby.
Yeah, well,
her family too. Everybody.
Really, sincerely, it has nothing to do with anyone else.
No, it doesn't.
Those two parents, that's it. And the mother and grandmother, you already spit out a bunch of fucking kids. You had the experience. Go fuck off somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch a video of it on YouTube. I'm sure they have something somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
She's jealous that my parents are staying with us currently. My parents live over 7 hours away in another state. His mom lives an hour and a half south of us, and she feels like they shouldn't be here because we should be spending time together before the baby gets here because we're grown adults. He sleeps during the day and works at night. When he's awake in the morning and the evening, they retreat upstairs to their rooms to give us space because I asked them to.
Mm-hmm.
On his day off this week, I asked them to leave the house and give us space to just have time with the two of us, and they were gone the entire day until after like 8 at night. And I asked them to get a hotel room the night before my induction so we could spend quality time together, and they happily agreed.
See, that's what normal people do.
But mostly she's still upset that we won't let anyone at the hospital for the first 24 hours when our daughter is born.
Cry me a river, bitch.
So we had a discussion tonight. I asked him what he wanted because I was willing to compromise with him, and he said he wants the big, happy family feeling of having his family there to celebrate. So we come to a compromise that everyone can be in the waiting room while I'm in labor. That way my husband can go out into the waiting room and give in-person updates, but no one is allowed back for at least the first 2 hours so I can have the time I need. And if all goes well, they can come back, but no one is allowed to hold the baby except my husband and I.
Good.
I update my family on the new plan, and they're perfectly fine with it. He updates his family, and his mom still doesn't understand and thinks we aren't being fair, but told him she'll agree to our wishes.
How are they not being fair? They just fucking rearranged their boundaries for you. And still, it's not enough. Do you want to be in the bed with her as she's pushing? Like,
you want to push for her.
Yeah. Like, what the hell is going on?
Right?
Fuck.
Update. I just wanted to say thank you, everyone, for your advice and support, and congratulations. I'm doing my best to read as much as I can in a very intentional and thoughtful manner. However, this post has grown far beyond what I thought it would, and some things are harder for me to read than others. I'm having to give myself breaks emotionally, so I apologize if I don't give a response to a question or a need for clarification.
Oh, no doubt, eh? She just had a baby and she's reading all this? She's like, milk just flowing. Like, Jesus. All right.
Number 2.
Okay.
My husband took last night off from work so we could spend our last night alone, just the two of us.
Aww.
After he got some sleep and woke up for the day, we had a long conversation and I was very honest about all of my feelings around what transpired. At the end of the conversation, my husband shared that even though he understood me, was now kind of mad that his mom did what she did. His mother actually took it upon herself to apologize to him, completely unprompted, the morning after the original crying phone call. And even though he told her we changed our plan so she was allowed to be in the waiting room, she told him she was going to stay at home and wait for us to call her when we were ready for her to visit.
Oh.
Which was our original plan that upset her so much. Because she felt ashamed for the way she handled her jealousy in the moment.
You should feel ashamed for that. But since they changed everything around, you should still be at the hospital. Because they changed it for you.
During our conversation, though, my husband was adamant that he really does want his family there and that he originally didn't communicate it to me because he was trying to just accommodate me and whatever I wanted because it is my delivery. My husband's family is extremely close-knit and a different family dynamic from mine, so this honestly wasn't hard for me to believe. I feel so much more comfortable after knowing his mom took it upon herself to apologize and decline the waiting room invitation. So I told him that he's allowed to tell his mom that he wants her there in the waiting room, but that I still get to decide when we let people back and no one was allowed to hold her except us.
Right.
I feel good about going into my induction today. It got pushed back, and that my boundaries will be respected and enforced without any anger or resentment on any sides. We'll see how it goes, though. Fingers crossed.
Is there another one? Is there another update? No! She left us hanging?
She did. And this was 7 months ago, so I imagine the baby is 7 months old.
Dude, that's hardcore. At least she sort of came to her senses and apologized.
Well,
that's something.
Gringa Loca 26 says, not the asshole. You did, however, just teach your mother-in-law that when she cries and throws a fit, she'll get what she wants.
Definitely. Yep. I didn't agree with them changing their boundaries either. You can't do that. If you're going to set something, set it in stone.
Agreed. Throw it away, 9107 says, agreed. I'd wager she'll just push now against the no one holds the baby but me and my husband. She's going to push to hold the baby too, or throw a fit if she doesn't get her way.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Alarm
when you go no
speaker
contact.
says, hell, I'm willing to lay odds mother-in-law will throw a fit to be in the delivery room. Just think of it. God forbid something happens and the OP needs her mom. The flying monkeys will start screeching.
Yep. Yeah. Wow. These are horrible people. I just can't with these people. With these mother-in-laws.
I thought I had 5.
That's okay. 4 was good. You had a lot of updates too, so.
They were pretty long too, but the last one I had in my arsenal is not a mother-in-law. It's something completely different. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
You probably saw it and were like, ooh, future.
Yeah, no.
Because I've done that too. I've gone back through my saved ones and been like, huh? Yeah. So you just have to build around that one now.
The last one is from 1 day ago. And it said, the title is, Am I the asshole for refusing to buy a house with my girlfriend after she threw a plate at me during an argument?
Okay, let's save that for future.
We're definitely saving that.
That's wonderful.
Right? There's a reason I saved it.
So what do you think? What do you think about these mom-in-laws? You didn't really put too much in.
Because I was reading.
I know, but what do you think?
I think they're all douchebags. Nobody's baby experience is anybody but the people having the baby.
Exactly. Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah.
A baby is the parent's experience.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get it. Nobody I just wanted my mom in the delivery room with me for both my kids. Well, for Hunter, his father was in there too, but whatever. He was fine. He fell asleep at one point and I fucking screamed at him, but my mom was wonderful and I just wanted my mom in there and nobody said shit about it. Nobody said, well, I want to be in there too. You know, like none of my sister-in-laws at the time, nothing like that. So.
Yeah, no, my mom, Eric, and Eric's mom were in there, but they all stood behind the head of the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I would not let them down in the front to see my business.
See
a baby coming out of my business.
I made my mom stand right beside me, and I almost broke her hand.
Well, sorry, Mom. I actually almost ripped the rails off the bed.
Yeah. Yeah. People don't understand if you don't have children or if you can't have children, what have you, that takes a lot of effort to push one of those little bastards out.
Well, and he was 8 pounds, 5 ounces, 29 inches long. He was fucking huge.
Wow.
I'm sure
Hunt
4
was
pounds was head.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it took so long for Hunter to be born, my youngest, because his head he wouldn't descend into the birth canal. And then he came out 18 stitches later, ripping down into the side. I was like, that's why. You have a ginormous head.
I didn't rip.
I ripped.
I did not.
I had an episiotomy the first time, and that was worse than ripping.
Ooh, that makes my fucking insides hurt.
Way worse.
Listening to it.
But, yeah, I'd rather rip than get cut.
Ugh.
But after that, I was like, hey, Doc, while you're down there, can you, take that shit out? Because I don't want any more kids.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you have to wait for 6 weeks. And I'm like, okay.
Wow, you're already in there. Just fucking rip her out.
Yeah.
Sew it up.
Then he went back 6 weeks later. He's like, do you still want it? I'm like, yep. Before he even got the question out, I'm like, I'm good. I've had the experience of a really easy birth and a terribly hard one, and I'm good. What if you want to have a girl?
No.
Do I seem like a girl mom to you? Nah. No. I'm good.
I'm not a girl mom either. Thank God I didn't have a girl. I don't know what the fuck
I wouldn't know what to do. I don't even know how to do hair. I know how to put a fucking ponytail and a bun in my hair. That's it.
Right?
What am I going to do? Jesus. Hey, little girl, you want to fucking play soccer or something? I mean, that's fine, but I don't know. Go play in the mud. I used to play in the mud with my boys, so get them fucking filthy and then hose each other off.
Right? Like, I don't even know the first thing about girls.
Me either.
I'm an auntie to a new human girl, and I'm like, what do you do with it?
Yeah. Hello,
child.
Person.
Thing.
Do you like toys and such? Dolls or something?
Shall we read a book and have tea?
Yeah.
And watch hockey, perhaps?
Let's watch this horror movie.
Yeah. Zen was watching Walking Dead at like 7.
Yeah, that was a bad one too, but we didn't know how bad it was going to be. His fucking eyes were like saucers when he saw that, but poor kid. Yeah, my kids were watching, I watch serial killer stuff now, and my oldest is like, oh yeah, I remember learning about him when I was like 8, and I'm like, oh my God, I was a terrible mother.
Right?
But neither of them grew up to be serial killers, so I guess I did something right.
Not yet.
Not yet, yeah.
Most serial killers are not Leos, so you might gotta watch out for the Pisces, though.
No, definitely not him. I don't have a Leo. I have a Pisces and a Virgo.
Virgo.
Yeah.
I was thinking early August, not late August.
But there are a lot of Virgo serial killers.
There are.
But I can't see. He's too empathetic. And Coulter's, my oldest is too lazy.
Pussies.
Yeah. But they're not pussies. They're wonderful children.
They're pussies, though. Mine is too. He's a wonderful child, but he's kind of a puss,
that's
too.
The day and age in which they grew up, you know. But, yeah. So, that's all we have for today after that long-ass fucking thing we went on. I can't think of any words today, and I don't know why.
There's a lot of rambling and brain not working.
Rambling. That's what I meant.
Yeah. A lot of shenanigating.
Shenanigating, yeah. So we covered this awful mother-in-laws today. We had the monster mother-in-law who wouldn't accept 2 children that weren't blood. Like, go fuck yourself. And then we had the enmeshment mayhem.
Ooh.
With the mother-in-law who I think kind of wanted to be married to her son.
Yeah.
It was kind of gross. And then we had the narcissistic nanny who made everything about herself.
Perfect.
Crying during the birth. And then,
for 3 hours.
Of course, we had the jealous G-Ma.
Oh no.
The jealous G-Ma who could not stand her daughter having her own independence.
We can't have you thinking for yourself and not needing me anymore.
Exactly.
Whatever will I do with my life when you are not here?
Yep.
I've often wondered what I'll do.
Me too.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. I was thinking about that the other night.
I'm not ready to think about that.
Well, my mom's fucking pushing 80 here. I gotta think about it. But on that awful sad note.
Little depressing.
Yeah. No, go back to work and enjoy yourself.
Don't have too much fun.
So if you enjoyed the show, and we seriously hope you did, please remember to subscribe, follow, and like. And, give us a share. Share us with your friends. See what they think of us. And, we have something coming up. We got rid of the Ko-fi because nobody knows what the fuck Ko-fi is. And Hannah's got something on the go because I am computer illiterate for the most part. So Hannah's got something in the works and we'll let you know.
For sure.
Next week, it's going to be some true crime. I don't know what yet, but I will give you a little hint that I've been looking and really interested in some mafioso lately. So we'll see what happens with that. Ooh. So you don't want to miss that. And as always, we will see you next time. Baneful brethren.
Bye.
Bye. Roscoe says bye too.